I've gotten some time to go and rest my voice. It's time. You can go ahead and continue with more Trails in the Sky. I went and reviewed the video of the last bit, and I was my attempts at doing voices didn't really like change all that much in terms of like what they actually sounded like. So I'm just gonna nope. Oh, hold on a second. I just realized I hit the wrong button. Give me 1 second. And I accidentally just started a new game instead of actually starting up the game. Alright, here we go. Here we go. Alright. Alright. Oh. And now my controller's messing up. Hold on 1 second. You know, if it's not one thing, it's another. Let's see here. There we go. Alright. So, last time we became junior bracers, but we still need to go and actually do what our dad actually asked and go pick up the newspaper. Hello there, Estelle and Joshua. What are you in the market for today? A new pair of shoes? Now that you mention it, are there any new ones in stock? You know, like the newest Stregas. Unbelievable. You've actually already forgotten why we're here to begin with. We're not here to shop. We're supposed to be buying a copy of the Liberal News for Dad, right? Of course. You've always been a good collector of those shoes, haven't you, Estelle? I'm afraid that the new Stregas aren't out yet. I do, however, have some copies of the Liberal News, and if that's what you're after. Alright, I'll take one copy then. That comes to 100 Mira, please. I know my dad always buys a copy of this magazine, but does it really sell that well? It sure does. The Liberal News has an excellent reporter and camerawoman who have done a great job reporting the latest and most reliable news. They're even supposed to have a running story related to Queen Alicia's birthday celebration. But enough about that. Why don't you tell me about how you did today? Did you make it as bracers? Today was your last day of training, wasn't it? Yep, everything went smoothly too. But how did you know about all that, Mr. Renan? In a certain sense, both you and Joshua are like celebrities here in Roland. I tend to hear a lot from customers coming through here. I shouldn't have expected anything less from Roland. The grapevine around here is something to be reckoned with. No kidding, the women here especially love to gossip. One more thing before you go. This gift is my way of saying congratulations. It's a free sample item I received with my shipment of goods, but don't hold the free part against me. A recipe book. What's this supposed to be for? There's a ton of blank pages. It's a recipe book, isn't it? You got it. When you get hurt fighting, if you just limit yourself to healing bombs all the time, it's gonna cut pretty deep into your wallets. This is where a recipe book comes into play. If you eat food to recover your strength instead, it's basically free. Assuming you have all the ingredients anyways. So if you eat something new, write down what's in it, and you have a lot of recipes in no time. So how about we try this? Go ahead and eat this cookie, Estelle. Well, I have made it my personal rule never to turn down sweets. Imagine just you eat a cookie, and then all of a sudden you're like, I know how to make this. The flour, how long it needs to be in the oven, just the exact amount of maple for this maple cookie. It's probably the most impressive superpower. Basically, all you have to do is eat the food to learn the recipe. It's as simple as that. As you're traveling about, you should eat whatever food you come across that you haven't had an opportunity to try before. That sounds pretty convenient. It's not that I don't like cooking and all, it's just that I've never seemed to get any better. I'd sure love to be able to increase my repertoire and really shock my dad's taste buds for once in my life. That's the spirit. And in passing, if you're in need of any ingredients, I'd be delighted to service your cooking needs. You really know how to solicit your customers, Mr. Renan. Thank you for the recipe book. We'll put it to good use. Alright. Yeah, I actually really love this mechanic. Just having like an in-game reason to go out and like go to like the town, like the pubs and whatnot, different restaurants, and like try the food to go and restore your stuff, rather than just kind of like, oh, well, there's a restaurant and it just kind of is there. Like, is a nice little touch. I'm so glad Renan's store has finally got on track. It seems as though it has become much easier to get products since he started having them brought in by airliner. Ever since the forced orbments were invented, this world has become a much easier place to live in. Yeah, considering how short of a time it was when before all this orbital technology came around, I can only imagine seeing like airships come into existence in your lifespan be like how that would be. Wholesome pasta. Just makes you feel good inside. I believe I do need... Let me double check. I'm pretty sure I can... Here we go. If I go and eat this right away... Yep, I was right. Okay. I'll just buy one of everything then. Yeah, Trails of games are both really great at, and also kind of it's a good and a bad thing, in that there's a lot of collectibles you can go and get, and they're really like intricate in what they are and how you get them. But it's also one of those games that like rewards you if you get 100% of everything, which means it can be a little it's one of those, if you try to do a 100% run of a game, you pretty much have to have a guide. Like I've attempted to go and beat this game perfectly with like getting everything, all the items, all the like chests, all the recipes, and messed up like twice. So this won't be one of those. I just want to have a fun little casual playthrough of the game, because I'm planning in the future to go and use the later two games that haven't been released in English yet as some Japanese reading practice, which are Hajimari no Kiseki, which I already own actually, and then the other one is like Kuro no Kiseki? I forget its exact name, but it just came out no more than like a few weeks ago, like not even a month, and I'm excited for it, but like there's a lot I have to get through before I can even start that next chapter. And considering I've wanted to go and actually like try out streaming for a while, I figured may as well start with a game I really enjoy and know a lot about. So my son-in-law is still half a man when it comes to business. This is an easy job, and it takes a good 2 to 3 years to become a real woodsman. This guy's just drinking. It's the middle of the day, and you're already like, boy. Welcome. Oh, Estelle and Joshua? It's been a while, hasn't it, Alyssa? Is there something going on today? Could it be that you're on a date together? Yeah, right. But anyway, check this out. I'm officially a real bracer. Well, congratulations, Estelle. You've always wanted to be a bracer ever since you were a kid, haven't you? But don't bracers have a lot of dangerous jobs? Yep, something like that. Joshua, Estelle, don't overdo it and watch out for each other. Estelle has this tendency to get in over her head. That's a very good observation, Alyssa. The only problem is that Estelle doesn't realize this herself. I'm standing right here, you guys. Joshua and I just care about you, Estelle. That's all. Anyway, don't get too full of yourself and end up getting hurt, okay? Okay. In my opinion, there are two kinds of enjoyment that come from food. Put bluntly, they are eating and cooking. But I think my passion for cooking outweighs the other. Of course I enjoy eating delicious food as well. Yeah, I've definitely fallen to the eating camp. Once I moved out, I, started to learn how to cook more. I did know some, but while I do enjoy, the sort of satisfaction you get from preparing, a recipe and making it work, and, the process of trying it over time and slowly getting better, I just like eating good food. I think it's just a pretty, normal thing. What's wrong, Estelle? Something on your mind? It's nothing, really. How about we climb up to the observation deck? Sure, I guess. I feel like this would be a really fun place to hang out as a kid. It would be really dangerous. I could see myself going and sitting up there with a friend and I don't know, playing Pokemon or something. That's the wrong way. Okay. Still, Joshua, am I glad I found you two? I can't see. Turn around the camera. Thank you. Oh, hi, Ina. Is something wrong? You seem to be in quite a hurry. We've got a bit of a problem. Is your father at home today? Yes, he is. He said something about having to sort out a bunch of documents. But what's going on? You know Luke and Pat, right? Sure we do. In fact, we saw them not that long ago. What's wrong? Are they in some sort of trouble? I don't know how to say this, but I just heard from Uni that Luke and Pat ran off to the tower that lies in the northern outskirts of Roland. You mean the Tower of Esmilus? Esmilus? The word's gone now. It's lost to time. Isn't that place supposed to be a breeding ground for monsters? That's what they say. Unfortunately, at the moment, Charizard is out on other bracer business, so I want to ask your father to bring the boys home safely. What are you talking about? There's no time for that. Joshua and I will go after them and bring them back. I don't know if that's such a good idea. The two of you only just qualified to be junior bracers today. With all due respect, I believe that Estelle's judgment is correct in this situation. If the two of us hurry, we might even be able to catch up to the boys before they reach the tower. I understand. I'll take responsibility for whatever happens. As an emergency request from the Bracer Guild, I ask that you lose no time in bringing about the safe return of those children. Roger that. Understood. The Esmilus. I'm just gonna say Esmilus and move on. The Esmilus Tower can be reached by taking the western path at the junction along the Malga Trail. You can get onto the Malga Trail through Roland's northwestern gate. I'll be on standby at the guild, so if you run into any trouble, you know where to find me. This is our first real job. Come on, Joshua, we don't have any time to lose. I'm right behind you. You know, I always wonder, I write stuff myself. Obviously, that's why I decided to choose the name Writer Who Writes. But, I'm curious how other creative types go and pick up or choose the names for their cities and a lot of the proper nouns. This is the wrong gate. Oops. Just because and I especially see this a lot in Japanese media that's trying to depict English cultures or just European cultures in general, because it's not this is liberal is more France than America or England, but it almost feels like they just kind of like choose whatever stuff works, like Malga. Like I'm sure there's probably a meaning for the word and maybe some etymology out there, but I couldn't even begin to tell you what it might be. Alright, can I... Yes, alright. We're gonna push back with the turn order with some arts. That way Joshua gets a crit. So I guess it was a bit unnecessary since we got the sneak it, is it a sneak attack by going in from behind?
Piece of cake.
I love how Joshua has like, you know, like John Young Bosch's like normal voice, and Estelle, I don't know who her voice actress is. I'd have to look it up, but there's like a slight twang in her accent sometimes. Like the way she said piece of cake does sound a little southern, but not in the whole like, well, howdy y'all, it's me. I'm over here from the south. I'm ready to go and fetch the cattle and all that. But more of a like, just like a slight like intentional like accent. Or maybe I'm just really bad at reading accents. It's hard to tell. I still don't get why they have, like on the introductory turn, for whatever reason, it's like, ah yes, here is a turn effect for the turn that doesn't happen. But yeah, I want to build up a good chunk of CP, or craft points, so I can just have the S break whenever I need it. Generally a good strategy in these games, especially once we get more crafts that we can use. Like, it'll be really nice. For now, basic attacks and magic are more than enough.
That's that then. Let's move out.
I cannot tell for the life of me which way is forward for some of these monsters. Alright, like it's a symmetrical plant, which is the front side, especially from like the overworld where it's a little bit more pulled back. Alright. Yo, Joshua built up his craft points way faster.
Let's move out.
Which is that the... Okay, I'm gonna guess it's currently facing me going off of the tentacles? Okay, I think yeah, okay, I managed to get that right. I thought I was about to just barely survive there. That would have been a bit. Okay, so that is strength up. Oh, that's a sword. I thought it was like some kind of like cross stitching or something like that. So yeah, spells in this game, I don't think they have an actual like max distance range or anything like that. So like you could be on one end of the map and target someone from the other end. But there is definitely a like when you get some of the AoE spells, there's a bit more of a like you have to work with like the range then. Also, I completely forgot they heal you on level up in this game. Not a thing remains in this chest, except a lonely, dead spider. Well, rest in peace, I guess. I forget how much of a like unit Selge is supposed to be, and then like what it correlates to. I'm guessing it's more than meters. Okay, the tentacle is facing that way. Alright, good. It's taken me years, but I'm finally understanding the way these things point. Turns out all it took was like talking to yourself about it. How did you miss? It's a shrubbery.
Piece of cake.
Oh yeah, I should mention, I'm one of those people that like tends to actually go and do most of the like combat encounters if they're actually on the map. Like, I don't know why. It's just, I think probably one of the reasons why I like JRPGs as much as I do is just because like it ends up being like really kind of like relaxing for me. There's like a certain rhythm you get into. I remember, I haven't finished the game yet, but when I started playing Tales of Arise, that going and just like fighting like everybody on the way to like get to where I needed to was just like a fun way to mess around and get better with the combat.
Let's move out.
Tales games are great, though I have a bad habit of not actually finishing them. Like, that's a whole other can of worms. It looks like we've come all the way to Esmela's tower. I don't see any signs of them along the trail, so do you think they've wandered inside? It's quite likely the case. Let's go in. It looks like we'll need to hurry. Right. Oh, we'll hurry after we just double check the area, make sure there's not like a chest or something hiding somewhere. You never know. It's dark in here. I'm scared. Quit being a baby. We're only on the first floor of this place. Did you hear that? They really did come in here. Estelle, are you alright? Luke! Pat! If you can hear me, answer me now! Those little brats, are they pretending they can't hear me? They might have climbed up to the second floor. Let's hurry and see if we can find them. What are we going to do? Somebody help! So yeah, it's one of our first moment of having to do this, where we have to choose between a couple of options, and the correct choice will give us more bracer points and can get us more rewards, and the wrong choice can sometimes have bad consequences, but usually it's more of like worse outcomes story-wise. But there's no reason to leave Joshua behind. Let's go, Joshua! Right, I've got your back. We're partners, we gotta work together. You monsters go somewhere else. No, no! Shoo! Leave us alone! Chew on this! Estelle, what are you doing here? Joshua, you're here too? Get back, you two. These monsters aren't playing around. We'll take care of them. So yeah, I have to not let the kids die, which for whatever reason, they're programmed to just kind of wander around. I do not want to get close to that guy. You weak to... Okay, you're just weak to whatever. Ow. So he's just like, I'm gonna wander over here. And he's like, I'm gonna wander over there. They're typically pretty good at not, like, just walking into an enemy, like, attack or anything like that, but... I've had some bad luck before. See, look, the dude... Why are you getting closer to the monster, kid? Listening to, like, furthermore, I'm definitely wrong about the little bit of an accent. He looks like that. Yeah, I'm glad everyone's safe too. By the way, that was a great timing the way you blitzed those monsters, Estelle. You really think so? Is it safe now? Oh man, that was awesome! You really showed them up, Estelle. Not bad for a girl. You little twerp. Ow, that hurts! What are you trying to do to me? What's wrong with you? You even dragged poor Pat all the way up here against his will. It's time to think about what you did today. Kid's in trouble. Ow, you're hurting me, stop it! I said stop it, you violent she-devil! So this is the thanks I get for saving your neck, huh? Looks like it's time to give you some special discipline. Ow, 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 ow. Alright, Estelle, I'm sorry, everything was all my fault. Estelle, shouldn't we forgive each other like they teach at school? This brat doesn't need forgiveness, but a little discipline should do the trick. Estelle, behind you! It's something with teeth, isn't it? Hello, yes. Have you heard the good word of shark? Hammerhead shark just wandering around? He's ready to eat you. Nice monster? I'm not gonna make it in time. Huh? Dad, you came! You still lack skill and understanding, Estelle. You must always prepare for unseen dangers by sharpening your senses. That's part of what it means to be a bracer. Dad? What are you doing here? I just happened to be in town and heard the whole story from Ina. I'll give you points for your quick thinking and taking action to come after the children, but you failed to follow through completely. I really messed up, didn't I? It's a good thing you showed up when you did. I'm sorry, I should have been watching her back. This just means you have room for improvement. Constantly working to overcome your weak spots is the key. Understood. So, how about we head home, everyone? Can you boys walk? I think so. That was incredible, Mr. Bright. You were like a gazillion times more awesome than Estelle. Of course I was. I'm her father. Alright everyone, let's file on out of here. I'm with you, Mr. Bright. Who's the glory hog now? I mean, I guess I should be thankful that my dad saved my behind. But why does he have to go and take all the credit like that? It really chafes my hide. That's just the way he is. After all, he is Cassius Bright. It seems like you've had quite a day. That is just unbelievable. The second we get back to Roland, he says, I'll leave the reporting to you, and takes off for home. The sheer nerve, I tell you. There's no need to make a mountain of a molehill over it. At least the boys came back safe and sound. Anyway, I think that's all there is for the report. Yep, so we got an extra BP for not charging it like an idiot, so that's good. You did well for your first assignment. From the details of your report alone, I believe I can commend you both for a job well done. You should be proud of yourselves. You really think so? I know so. In fact, you'll do even better on your next job. If anything comes up, I would appreciate your help again. Sure. How about we head home too? I guess we'd better. I've still got dinner to prepare. Would you mind holding up a second? A letter arrived for your father just a little while ago. Unfortunately, since he went straight home, I never got a chance to give it to him. Do you think you could deliver it instead? Letter to Cassius received. I wonder if it's more work-related stuff. I imagine so. The letter appears to be from one of our foreign branches. One of the guild's foreign branches. As I'm sure you already know by now, Liberl isn't the only country where the Bracer Guild exists. On top of that, your father is widely known across the Zemurian continent, so we can expect these kind of letters from time to time. If you two would be so kind as to make sure that he gets this letter, I would really appreciate it. Alright. You know, I don't think I actually went into the store last time. Hey there, Estelle and Joshua. Good evening, Mr. Elgar. Good evening, sir. Today was your first day of training, right? I seem to remember you saying something about the last time I had you in to run the store. Yes, that's right. So how'd your training go? The emblem on your chest means I shouldn't have expected anything less from Cassius's kids. But we're still bracers in training. I see, but, well, I knew you were going to have to give up your part-time job here sooner or later. Yes, I'm very sorry about that. Don't sweat it. I knew it would happen eventually when I hired you on. It's a shame, though. There's hardly anyone out there with with as good of an eye for weapons as you. But that's the path you've chosen. So get out there and show us what you've made. Or what you're made of. I really love this really small town vibe to this whole place. I've lived in a small town, not as like small as Roland, but like a couple of pretty small ones where you know a lot of the people and you get to know them pretty well. For better and for worse, unfortunately, but... Well, I'd better get dinner ready. Estelle, Joshua, would you like to join us for dinner? I'll whip you up something delicious. Today's not a good day. Are you trying to say that my cooking isn't good anymore? Huh? You used to tell me how delicious my cooking was when you were a little girl, but now? It's not that at all. I'm really sorry if we've upset you in any way, but our dad's waiting for us at home. I see. I'm sure your father wants you home for dinner. Poor Cassius would be all alone in that house by himself. In backwood towns, these stores do carry a nice selection of goods. Royal Kingdom definitely has a different feel with all these ornaments around. I'd better get in the mood to do some business starting tomorrow, or I'm going to have to face some serious financial repercussions. Slay's just having a midlife crisis in the middle of the street. I wish a son, I wish a woman would cook. Oh, sure wish a woman who could cook would appear in my son's life. That's probably a universal like hope for all moms for their sons. It's like no matter which culture, and they're like, I would just want someone to come and whisk my child away. Not gonna be seeing the last of that either. Hey, Stone Joshua, is it true that you really became bracers? You're always one of the first to hear everything, aren't you, Claire? This is just what I expected. I saw the potential in you both way back. Yep. You're going to get out there and earn a lot of success, right? I like Scheherazad's adult charm, but I'm partial to both you and Joshua. Uh-huh? I'll take that as a compliment. This little kid. Both her and her cat falling asleep. It's the airport. Totally disappointing. There wasn't a single chick who was my type. There was a chick on the flight from Bose yesterday. She had a strange accent, but she was quite the looker. I wonder if she's still in Roland. Guy's just working a clerk job. The 5 major cities in Liberl is characteristically different from the rest. For starters, this is a scenic regional city of Roland. To the west lies Bose, the city of commerce, which does a lot of brisk business with the Empire. And farther west still lies the seaport of Rouen, which is Liberl's doorway to the great waters beyond. To the south lies the industrious city of Zeus, famous for ornamental research. And finally, resting on the east shore of Valerie Lake is the beautiful royal city of Gransel. Since each city is pretty distinct, it might be interesting for you to visit them all using an airliner sometimes. Dude, you don't need to advertise to me. You're basically off the clock already. Plus, Roland, I don't think Roland has any other real form of transportation out here. Like, it's pretty in the sticks. All flights for today have finished, but I still need to run a safety inspection for tomorrow. Be prepared, that's one of our mottos. Is this guy Boy Scout? I just really enjoy wandering around like cities and JRPGs. Estelle, I heard the news. It seems you've finally become a bracer, haven't you? I'm praying for your success. Oh, thanks. Ah yes, I have a home, but I'm gonna stay at this hotel. It is nice though that the hotel is... Oh look, there's an actual person. The mayor's residence is the east of town and the Bracers Guild is south of the clock tower. I think I've got the basic layout of this town now. Before I enter your house, I go and pace around the entirety of your lawn. I wonder what I should do about the menu this evening. Maybe I should discuss it with the missus. Living maid. Let's see, maybe I should start making preparations for dinner with Lita. Today I'm thinking about making my husband's favorite corn cream stew, but maybe I'd better check in with Lita first. If she doesn't check first, then there's a problem. They might be in a little bit of trouble. When I think about the days after the 100 Days War ended, there is something amazing about the reconstruction of the Liberl Kingdom. Normalization of diplomatic ties with the Empire, development of orbital technology, fostering trade. Queen Alicia's political finesse is really something else. That attic was basically just a third floor. Oh my, you appear to be troubled by something, Estelle. Huh? Really? We as humans grow through these afflictions. These are a trial given to us by the goddess. Adios, who art on high, please guide this beleaguered youth. Another day has passed. There is nothing better than peace. This guy's name is Paddington. We found ourselves a teddy bear. War should never happen again. O Adios, I give thee thanks for peace and tranquility thou hast bestowed upon us this day. Alright, let's actually head back home now. I think we've done enough wandering around. That's the wrong way. Hey Joshua. Do you think I'm really cut out to be a bracer? Well, you seem to have inherited your father's skill with the staff. And your nosy personality doesn't let you ignore someone in distress. Really? You think so? Sure, but why are you asking? Are you still thinking about what happened back at the tower? Yeah. Because of my carelessness, Luke almost got caught in the middle of a dangerous situation. If Dad hadn't come when he did, he could have been seriously injured. I guess I'm just worried about whether or not I'll be able to stay on top of things in the future. That kind of talk doesn't sound like the Estelle I know. Huh? If we fail today, then all that's left to do is to take our losses tomorrow. Take back our losses tomorrow, right? Overthinking and over-worrying about things that haven't happened yet is definitely not like you. Isn't being a bracer what you've always dreamed of? How can you expect to succeed if you let something like what happened today discourage you? Joshua, you're right. This isn't like me at all. I don't think a serious expression really suits your face either. You're laughing like a big ditz is far more natural for you. Hey, what's that supposed to mean? You're gonna see my angry expression if you keep up that. Okay, I admit that last comment was pushing things a bit, but I'll overlook it this time, and thanks for cheering me up. I don't know about you, but I'm so ready to get home and eat. My stomach just started growling like a bear. Maybe glutton is closer to the mark than ditz. Alright, I need to take a second and check on something, so I'll leave you with the music and be back in a moment. I'm realizing now that if I click away, the sound doesn't stick with us. Now, I don't think I can do anything about that. Yeah, I don't think I can do anything about that. So, I'll be right back. Alrighty. I'm using the Twitch Studio thing for the different screens or whatever. I should probably take some time to go and actually customize them at some point, but I have no idea what I would even do with those yet, so generic it is for right now. I feel like people typically have more of an idea of like how they want to present themselves when they start doing this kind of thing, but I just kind of figured I might as well get my feet going and start actually streaming before seeing if I want to go and invest a bunch of time into like making assets or like hiring an artist or something like that. We're home, Dad. We finished reporting to the guild like you told us to. Good work, kids. The details of your reports will be reviewed at each branch and will affect your pay and rank advancements in the future. Make sure that you always remember to do it. But don't worry, we will. And before I forget, I got that copy of Liberal News you wanted. There was a letter for you at the guild too. Hand over Liberal News and letter. A letter, huh? Well, I'm gonna get it cleaned up and start dinner. Oh, and Dad? Thanks for coming when you did today. You really helped me out back there. I can see you're being rather gracious today. Papa is happy. How delightful that my two daughters finally understood what a great man her father truly is. There's no need to hold back, Estelle. Come and jump into your father's loving arms. In your dreams. I swear, the men in this house have one thing in common. They never know when to shut up. I guess she's not as depressed as I thought she might be. Should I be thanking you, Joshua? I didn't do much, I just gave her a push in the right direction. Estelle's a resilient girl to begin with. Yes, she is, but she still has a long way to go. She'll run into more than just a few stumbling blocks in this line of work. And overcoming these obstacles is what will teach her to stand on her own 2 feet. There's that soft side of yours talking again. Oh. Oh no! Are eggs supposed to explode like that? If this were Paper Mario, they would. I guess I shouldn't have gone in expecting to make a perfect meal in a single try. No wait, cooking's supposed to be about passion. Exploding eggs are passionate, right? Now once more. Art is an explosion. That daughter of mine can sometimes be a little too passionate. I think I'll go help with dinner. We don't want the curtains to catch fire again. But at this rate, there's no telling when we can expect to have a bite of food ready on the dinner table. Alright then, let's see what this letter's all about, shall we? Message from the Erebonian Empire. What? Actually managed to make some, it looks like an omu rice, so a rice omelet. It's a little bit of ketchup. Wow, this is a surprise. This new dish is what I call Estelle's Explosion over rice. Be sure to savor every last morsel. I will. Your cooking this evening is excellent. My compliments to the chef. This is raw talent at its best. Today certainly has been a busy but great day nonetheless. We qualified as junior bracers, had our first real assignment, and I didn't even lose my eyebrows making dinner this time. Not to mention the food being delicious. For a first attempt, this dish is actually quite edible. At first I thought I'd have to pitch you out the window when you weren't looking, but it seems that technique won't be necessary tonight. Yo, the shade on Cassius over here. Sometimes you're just so despicably rude, Dad. Don't you know how to be humble and just say something tastes nice? Alright then, how about this? Boy, I never thought I'd be able to eat something wonderful like this before I had to leave on business. What a splendid meal, Estelle. Thanks, Dad. Wait, business? Are you really leaving again? Yes. Something unexpected happened. This time, I'm going to be away for a while. Well, hold on a minute. You're leaving when? Tomorrow morning. What? I don't care what kind of job you're doing. This is just too soon. It's about that letter, isn't it? Was there some sort of incident? Oh, it's nothing like that. Just a simple investigation. I'll have to visit a number of places, so it'll take me about a solid month before I'm through. That being the case, please take good care of the house while I'm away. What do you mean, that being the case? You always use some vague excuse like that and take off for who knows how long. We have to accept it, Estelle. A bracer's job is to help those who come to us for help. I know, but what are you going to do about all your jobs here at the Roland branch? You've already accepted a few of them, haven't you? Only about 5 or 6. So I was thinking, and how about the two of you handle them for me instead? What? Are you really asking us to do the work that you're supposed to be doing? That I am. I'll have you do the ones I think you can accomplish. And I'll ask Sherazard to handle the difficult ones. So, what do you say? Yo, I'm down for it. Sure, of course we will. You're okay doing these too, right, Joshua? Yeah, no problem. Looks like a good way to get some experience as a bracer. Then it's settled. I'll stop by the guild and let Aina know about the change of plans before I leave. Alright, I'm starting to feel more determined than ever. We'll have to bust our tails with these jobs so we don't tarnish your name while we're gone. Oh, Estelle, my beloved daughter. Papa is so proud. Oh, my dear Lena, who art in heaven, can you see your daughter now? Our little Estelle has grown up to be such a lovely young woman. Face it, Dad, you're getting old. If people lose their trust in you at this age, you might as well just throw in the towel forever. I'm only helping you out because I'm your daughter, and I have a duty to pay you back for these last 16 years. I'm only 45, and what's more, I'm very likely the most active member in the entire guild. Not bad for a pair of comedians. By the way, Dad, which flight will you be on tomorrow? The one headed to Gransel or the one headed for Bose? Let me just... I'm not sure if that was being picked up or not, but I was getting some Discord notifications, and I know I hate that whenever that pops up for other people, so I figured I may as well be safe and just ensure that everything is not about to go and pop up. So, ba 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 ba. Okay. There's more other stuff I should probably turn off while I'm streaming, but we'll get there. And I skipped the text block. Great. Good job. Wonderful job, Ryder. 10 out of 10. That means I'll have to get up a little earlier tomorrow. I'd better set my alarm just in case. Snooze, 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 snooze. I am very much sleeping. Dad, are you still awake, Joshua? You'd better hold off on the liquor, or Estelle will get mad again. This is just my way of lifting my spirits before I travel. How about yourself? Would you like to join me for a drink? I'll pass. Actually, what I should be saying here is, don't offer alcohol to minors. I'm not like Shara who will I'm not like Shara who would jump at any chance to enjoy a drink or 10. That's just because she holds her liquor much better than I do. There's something really serious happening, isn't there? There's no conclusive evidence, but there appears to be some sort of movement within the Empire. The Erebonian Empire? That sounds pretty suspicious. This movement doesn't appear to be overt, but that's what has me worried. I intended to do a little probing at the Erebonian Embassy to see what turns up. Understood. I'll make sure to look after Estelle while you're gone. Don't you spoil that girl, you hear me? Now that she's become a bracer, she needs to learn to look after herself. Estelle will be fine. She's got good instincts, and despite being a bit rough around the edges, she has the talent with the staff as well. There's no doubt in my mind she'll be a first-class bracer someday. Yet at present, she's like a babe in arms, who knows nothing about the realities of the world around her. At some point in time, she'll have to choose which path to follow in life. And Joshua, the same can be said for you too. It's already been 5 years since you became a part of this family, hasn't it? How time flies. Yes, it sure does seem that way. About what you said back then, are you sure you won't reconsider taking those words back? For me, keeping my word is what defines who I am. If I can't do something as simple as that, I don't know how I could live with myself. I know this may sound stubborn, but I can't take back what I said. I'm sorry. There's no need to apologize. But I'd like you to remember this. No matter what path you choose in life, you can't erase these past 5 years. Estelle and I will always be your family, no matter what may befall you. Nod. Thanks, Dad. Prologue: A Father's Love, A New Beginning. That airship is really big. It looks almost like a submarine, but like a bit wider. Well, it looks like it's time for me to board my flight. Estelle, don't do anything I wouldn't do myself, and try not to be a handful for Joshua either. For the umpteenth time, I heard you already. How about you try not to go overboard with yourself with your own work? You're not getting any younger, you know. Say what you will, but I'm not about to be overtaken by any youngsters. Scheherazade, I'm really sorry about placing all this work on your shoulders at the last minute. Please, don't be. I am slightly concerned, however, about whether or not I can do a decent job in your place. There's no need to be humbled, Silverstreak. And I don't mean to make your life any more difficult, but please keep an eye on these two. You can leave that to me. Is tightening up the reins and not spoiling those two fine with you? You definitely understand the way I think. What's this all about? It looks like a mutual understanding between master and pupil. The Grantsville-bound airliner, Lind, will be departing shortly. It sounds like a freaking doorbell. I got spooked for a second there and said somebody was ringing my doorbell. All passengers, please board the airship now. Uh-oh, I better take my seat. Have a great trip, Dad. We'll take care of everything here while you're gone. I'm not sure everywhere you'll be going, but don't forget to bring me back a souvenir. A little fancy something would be nice. Hey now, this trip is for business, not pleasure. If I have any money left over, I'll certainly think about it though. Alright you two, be good while I'm gone. There he goes. I wonder how many of those like panels on it actually like can fold out like that. Goodbye, Cassius. He's gone again. Yeah. Come on, you two. There's no need to look so down. Your father will be back in no time. I don't know what kind of investigation he's been asked to do this time, but when it comes to your father, we'll have it done before you know it. I'm not sad that he's gone. He's always been away more than he's been at home. Alright, if you say so. Anyway, I'm going to go get to work on these jobs your father left me. But if you run into any trouble, give me a holler. Will do, but first, I'd like to try and finish a few jobs with Joshua. I want to see what we're capable of doing as junior bracers. Alright, if you insist. I imagine that with Joshua tagging along, there's probably not much to be worried about. Good luck, you two. Thanks. We'll do our best. So, what do you want to do now, Estelle? Shall we go stop by the guild? Yeah, we should probably talk to Aina and find out what jobs are waiting for us. Let's go! So, one of the things I typically do in these kind of when I replay this game and the other ones, if I go and like mess up some of the options to go and get like extra bracer points, I just go and reset, as in like just load from my previous save file. But I think for the sake of like things being entertaining or interesting at the very least, I probably will just stick with what mistakes I make and let things go how that goes. Oh, good morning, Estelle and Joshua. Has your father left already? Yep, just barely. That's why we came here to find out about the jobs he left for us. Sure. There are a total of 3 jobs I have lined up for you. For the first one, I'd like you to head out to the farm west of here. The farm west of here? Isn't that where Tio lives? Tio? I seem to have heard that name somewhere before. Tio Purzel. She was one of our classmates in Sunday school. She's also the Purzelful Farm's owner's daughter. Oh, really? It's actually the Purzel Farm that put in the request to have someone exterminate some monsters. Are they really having a problem like that? Fortunately, nobody's been hurt, but the owner and his family are upset over their fields being destroyed by the creatures. Therefore, the guild received an extermination request. I never would have expected something like that to happen. Okay, we'll head out there right now. Here, take this with you. This document certifies that you were dispatched by the guild. Please give it to the owner of the farm. We already know Tio's father pretty well, so I don't think this is necessary, but we'll take it just in case. Doesn't help to get your paperwork done properly. Find the shiny rock. So yeah, over here where it says like term long, if I just like ignore these like side quests, then you can actually fail them and just like not be able to go and do it, like turn in. And I'd like someone to find me a shiny rock. Please speak to me for details. Yeah. I think I might have dropped it behind the Melder's Orbital Factory. And then Milch Main Road monster. A ferocious monster known as a pine plant has been spotted roving the Milch Main Road. Racers from this branch are requested to deal with this threat immediately. So yeah, this one's a story thing, and then really this one's like a, monster thing. And then the actual farm one is what progresses the story. What's the deal with everything being in short supply around here? Dang. Somehow I'm going to have to dig up a grade A product before I head to my next business deal. Looks like Lynn just arrived at the landing port. I'm sure the products I ordered from Bose have come, so I've got to go pick them up. Anything new? I'm going to buy another copy just to be safe for the collection. Okay, now that I think about it, let me... actually, you know what? I'm not gonna read the newspapers. They're interesting, but like in the grand scheme of things, I'm already reading a lot, and I don't want to kill my throat. Raynaud's a hard worker and a good son, but as a parent, I'd like him to take a wife and set my mind at ease. I feel like 90% of this woman's dialogue is always just going to be like, "Someone please marry my son, please." This is really weird. Where could it have gone? Oh, excuse me, but can I ask you something? You didn't see a shiny rock around here, did you? Huh? A shiny rock? Yeah, that's right, one that sparkles. You didn't see a rock like that lying around anywhere, did you? Are you saying you lost something? I don't recall seeing anything like that. Do you know where you might have dropped it? My mom was calling for me, so I ran over to the general goods store where she was. I know I had my hand at the time, but when I came back here, it was gone. When you say general goods store, you mean Mr. Raynaud's store, right? Did you look in front of his store? Obviously, that's the first place I looked. You don't need to treat me like I'm a kid, you know. My, aren't you a charmer? Well, I already asked the Bracers Guild to help find it, so I'm sure it'll show up sooner or later. If you don't happen to come across it, give me a holler straight away. I'll probably be around. Kid goes on vacation. Like, we found your rock. I'm gonna start going to Sunday school soon. I wonder if school's fun. Yeah, basic like elementary school is all covered by like taught by the church here. That's what they're referring to by Sunday school. It does have, you know, like the like religious elements of being like taught the teachings and whatnot, but they also give you like, you know, a basic education for, you know, like I'd say like the setting is, it's like medieval fantasy-ish. Like this isn't like a modern setting, obviously, right? But it's not like, you know, like forsooth, I am speaking in ye olden English kind of old times. So let's see here. Which one of these was to here we go. Alright. Let me here we go. Alright, it's the D-pad. Alright, so he dropped outside his shop but didn't look for it there. But when he looked for it there, he didn't find it. Completely forgot you need to look at this. I was not on purpose. Huh? What's the matter? I wonder that is. There's something shining down there through the sewer grate. You're right. It looks like something must have fallen through. The sewers? Don't tell me you forgot about the sewers already. You know, that smelly, monster-infested place we were in not that long ago? Oh, right, those sewers! We went through there during our practice training, right? He says as if that was 10 years ago. The entrance to the sewer should be just behind the chapel. If you're so interested in what's down here, then how about we check it out a little later? Sure, let's do that. And by later, we mean right now. It is actually really interesting to me that they have, like, full-on sewer system here. Like, I don't think the game ever covers how, like, toilets work. But, like, you know, this is World of Magic. So, it's one of those, like... I feel like the answer to, like, how the sewers work is more mundane than just, like, basic modern plumbing.
Alright, we're good to go.
Like, there's gotta be some sort of, like, orbital technology built into it or something, right? I think a lot of my quartz usage for the first while is going to be focused on unlocking slots. Oh, I hope that's preemptive. Okay, good, it's preemptive. Just because, like, you really don't need to worry about making quartz for a good chunk. Just because you'll go and, like, naturally find some in chests and stuff like that. Goes more crap points.
That's that then. Let's move out.
More onions. Just go and kill a swarm of flies and they give you a bunch of onions. I don't think that's ever going to not be silly to me. So I've been thinking about what, like, between my last stream and this one, what kind of games I want to do, because I don't think I'm going to just only like just marathon through Trails in the Sky, like always like one bit after the other, just because I feel like that would get like I play lots of games at the same time rather than just, you signal like, oh, time for me to go and marathon this one game. Maybe that's part of the reason why I have a bad habit of not like getting to like the 90% mark of the game and then not actually finishing it. But I think personally, I prefer to try and mix, like maybe like have 2 or 3 games I like play depending on how I'm feeling. I'd end up separating them based off of like I'd stop the stream and then start it back up again with another one just so I can divide them up easier for YouTube. But you know, I'm trying to figure out which ones I would want to go and do. I do know that one of them is definitely going to be a Pokemon game. Doing a Nuzlocke. Because I've been doing a lot of those on the side. I don't have any way to like show like my 3DS because I've been doing an Ultra Sun Nuzlocke, and I actually failed recently on a Omega Ruby Nuzlocke, which was painful because I lost it even. But I think I can probably stream like Gen 5 or Gen 4. I think Gen 4 in Nuzlocke form is a bit more rough than I want to aim for. If I look inside this chest again, you flunk! Just kidding. But I think that if I were to go and do one, I'm healing up before I go and fight the boss, by the way. But I think I would probably do black. I think I have black 1, or is it the other one? Like basically the first game in Gen 5, and I'm gonna do. I think I'll probably do a Nuzlocke in that one, and then just so it's not everything's just like a command game, as in like, you know, like how this works, where like, oh yeah, I have to like basic JRPG combat. I probably want to do an action one, which I'm still not sure because I have a number of them, and I don't know if I want to go and do something like fresh and new that I don't have any experience with, or like replay something I'm a fan of. So it's a conundrum. I think probably. I don't think I do have a couple of games, obviously, on my Steam library that I haven't touched because, you know, that's just normal human nature. But I think it could be fun just because it doesn't really matter if you know a lot about it beforehand, to go and do maybe like something like Dark Souls. I have all 3 of them on Steam. And those are really fun games. Honestly, I wish Bloodborne was on PC already, but I don't think Sony's ever gonna let us have that fun time.
Alright, we're good to go.
I see now. The thing we saw shining through the sewer grates was this. Seems like it. A quartz fragment, huh? Now we know why it was shining so much. The way it sparkles is so beautiful. This is made of septum too, right? Loosely speaking, yes. But let's talk about it later. This isn't really the place to have a leisurely chat. I guess you're right. A normal person would want to stay here. No normal person would want to stay here any longer than they had to. Door's locked. Yeah. So, there's the idea of doing a Dark Souls run, or maybe like Devil May Cry. Like, I've played and beaten like 3 through 5 before. Though 3's been forever since I don't own it digitally at the moment. I own it on PS2, which obviously isn't going to be hooked up anytime soon, but... Hey! Is that rock Could it be that this is the rock you've been looking for? Yep, this is the one. My shiny rock. Why is it all dirty like this? Hey, don't you have something else to say before you complain? You guys are bracers, right? I already paid your money to the guild. Therefore, I think I have the right to complain. That's not the problem here. Calm down, Estelle. He's just a kid. I know that, but... The quartz is what you were looking for, right? Yes, that's the one. This rock is really a quartz? You mean the same kind of quartz that is in an orbment? Yep, it's the same kind of quartz made of Sepith. It's chipped, so it doesn't function anymore. I see. So this rock belonged to an orbment. What's wrong? You seem a bit out of it. Who, me? Oh, it's nothing. I'm glad you found it. I guess that's about it then. Oh, that reminds me. I almost forgot. Here, take this. Drill meatball. My mom gives these to me and tells me they're healthy, but they're kind of bitter, so I can't stand them. Anyway, I appreciate what you did to me. Take this, kid. I'm gonna beat you with the rock. No. I appreciate what you did for me today. Seriously, what a cheeky little kid. I'm sure it's difficult. It's a difficult age for him, but I wonder why he was searching for that quartz. What do you mean? Now that you mention it, it does seem a little strange. But, oh well, everyone has something they think is important. Truer words couldn't be spoken. Perhaps that kid has an interest in the orbments. I, for one, don't see what's so interesting about those overly complex gadgets. My brain goes numb just trying to think about them. Except for the fact that you'll have to get used to them sooner or later. You won't be able to fulfill your job as a bracer if you can't use one. Alright, I'll try and learn. Alright. Nope, don't go inside. Actually, yes, go inside, but through the front door. Now I come in from both sides, but since we've got nothing coming in, we'll be able to focus on work here in the shop. Okay. Let's give Joshua some slots. I have no water. Never mind. Goodbye. Let's go ahead and save. It's been a bit. By a bit, I mean I beat the boss. So yeah, let's see here. Here we go. The exclamation point just means that it's ready for turn in. Alright. Yeah, typically if you do something special, it'll give like a little extra note here. Like here, how it says like, like found both boys on the second floor and with some teamwork took care of the monsters. That's the extra line that shows that I did the thing like with the proper like extra steps. So I think I did the shiny rock thing right. Like I don't think I was missing anything. Milch Road is this way, I think. No. Oh. I hate when this happens. Okay. Let's see here. Milch. Alright, well. Maybe it's... Oh, wait. No. Milch Road's this way. Here we go. Oh, you came out of nowhere, Ladybug. That's a freaky Ladybug. But yeah, whatever third game I just end up deciding on streaming, I feel like I want to have it be one where there's actually voice acting in it. So like I feel like my voice lasts longer if I'm not like specifically just trying to read out something, but instead like just talking normally. So these things are going to just attack at a distance. There's nothing I can do about that. But they will die to fire, like, immediately. Finish him.
Alright, we're good to go.
But yeah, obviously with the fact that I just started streaming, like, I don't, most of this is just kind of be like, I don't have a lot of experience or anything like that. It's probably just gonna be me rambling a lot. But I think, having a game with voice acting will probably make it more where I can focus on, like, taking in the stuff. Alright.
That's that then. Let's move out.
Hopefully... Oh, here you are. What? Where's monsters? I forgot monsters show up in chests. Oh boy. Alright. This is... Alright, well... Let's hope this goes how I hope it will. Alright.
Come on.
Alright. Let's S-break some of these guys away.
Let's do this.
I should have tackled one closer. Oh my goodness, I'm dumb. Wait, did you... 109... You just barely failed killing them, Joshua.
Here I come.
Oh my goodness, both of you. This is gonna be painful. Oh boy. And I don't have any AoEs. Alright, well. Alright, so... Joshua, I need you to just get really lucky real quick. Just dodge everything. Alright. You need health.
We're good to go.
I've learned how to eat. I'm dead. Yeah, this is bad.
Now.
Time for danger, Jess. Okay, can I run away? All right. Let's leave that for later. Joshua's not looking too good on his character portrait over there. Let's just... Yeah, because I have to actually use a revive item on him. I could run all the way home, but let's go to the hotel. I could deal with it. Yeah, 20's not that big. I'll spend 20 Mira to not have to go and walk the 2-3 more state pages. Alright, well, let's just pretend that bit didn't happen. Alright, well, I have no points. Yeah, let's... That'll be a little bit more bearable if I get more levels and a few more slots unlocked. All right. I wasted all that all those craft points, and they're just gone. Okay. Mental map. We gotta remember where that chest is. For the future. For the sake of humanity. Yeah, I actually... Builds in this game are kind of interesting. Because I'm always like... I feel like at the beginning, even though it doesn't really fit Estelle's aesthetic or character, however you want to call her, I almost kind of build her as a mage. Just because Joshua's so, like, physically offensive. In reality, Estelle works best as, like, kind of like a tank, maybe a little bit of an all-rounder. I think there's a... Well, you are... surprise attack! Oh. We get surprised by a single ladybug. That's what I get for trying to cheese back attack. But yeah, like everyone's like a little bit of a caster in this game. Because the thing that increases their stats also gives them spells. Kind of like with Final Fantasy VII.
We're good to go.
But it's a bit more dynamic in this. Let's... I'm just going to ignore the little cure blindness thing for now. Let's just get more recipes. Tear bomb. The chest is empty. Surprised? It's only good to get more condescending as time goes on. I feel like the flowers are the best options to go and actually fight, because I can one-shot them with fire. Yo! That was way good. I think you leveled up. Why did you hit that one? Just take out one shot. I take it back, Joshua. What? Okay, never mind. I don't take it back. Maybe it was a bonus of like it was a strength bonus, but maybe it was like higher than I was thinking.
Piece of cake.
All right. Oh my goodness. I just need to charge at them whenever I see them coming at me. Like, just no fear. Just beat the bug with the stick. Oh my goodness. I always feel like part of this song we passed it at this point, but part of the song has like a very like similar like there's like do 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 that is in Neon Genesis Evangelion, so like Cruel Angel Cephas. Tear bomb. The chest is empty. Shocked? Alright. But yeah, like, it's one of those things that I just, like, can't unhear. I actually haven't even watched the show. I just know the song because it's one of those, like, anime songs that so many people, like, sing and cover all the time. So... I'm just gonna have Estelle fireball these things even. They wouldn't double miss two battles in a row, right? Yeah.
That's that then. Let's move out.
You know, considering how I got beaten to death by a treasure chest, I think it might be in my best interest if I, like, I have, what, long option. It's, I believe they said that it's not due for a while, so I'll let the monster roam the highway for a little bit longer until I can level up a bit more. No matter when we come here, this place is always so tranquil. It's hard to imagine monsters running amok here. I certainly don't sense anything out of the ordinary either. Anyway, let's go ask someone here to fill us in on the details. I wonder if Tio is home today. Don't mind me, just snooping. Can't help it. I just gotta. Speak to me, chicken. Thank you. It's Joshua! Did you come to play with me? I wish I had the time, but I'm afraid today I'm here for work. Work? That's no fun if we can't play. Maybe later if there's time. The kids here really like you, Joshua. Oh, Joshua Estelle. Hey, Cher. How have you been? Do you know where your mom and dad are? They're not home right now. Tio's inside if you want to talk to her, though. Owen's in the kitchen. Or the pantry. What a shock, no one's just hanging out in the pantry. Actually... I went in the wrong door. Wait. I thought it said she was in the house. Did I just walk past her? Where's Tio? Tio! Am I blind? Am I blind? Wait. She's outside. Oh my goodness. I'm not blind, I'm just dumb. Hi, Tio! It's been a while, hasn't it? Estelle and Joshua, too. Did you guys come for a visit? Not exactly. We're here on bracer business. We heard that you were having trouble with some monsters. Estelle and Joshua explained that they are here to do their father's work, because he is away. You finished all your training. That's wonderful news. Maybe you can help me after all. So, there really is a monster giving you trouble, huh? Regrettably, that's been the case for the past several days now. Thanks to which, I'm suffering from a lack of sleep. Which means the monsters only come out at night. You're very perceptive, Joshua. It'd be better if you got all the details from my father, though. I imagine he's been back from delivering the milk and vegetables anytime. And now, he should be back, rather. Is he just gonna be in the house? He is. I swear, I must have like walked out the door and then they immediately snuck inside. I say as if this was my house, just it's not sneaking into your place. Good afternoon, Mr. and Mrs. Purzel. How's everyone getting on these days? Well, if it isn't Estelle and Joshua, what brings you to our neck of the woods? Did you come to see Tio? We were actually just chatting with her outside. To tell you the truth, we're here on errand today from the Bracer Guild. Guild handed over the guild referral. Is that so? But don't you think this job is a little too dangerous for just the two of you to handle? I agree. I'd feel terrible if one of you were to get hurt. Don't sweat it. We're bracers after all. And taking care of monsters is right up our alley. The guild has even authorized us to carry out this task. If you wouldn't mind leaving it to us, we'd be more than grateful. Well, alright, then go ahead and have at it. Thank you very much, Mr. Purzel. Then, could you tell us a little more about the monsters that have been wrecking your fields? I haven't been able to get a clear look at one yet, but they seem to resemble something like a chubby cat. Biggs the cat strikes again. As far as I can tell, 3 or 4 appear at night and raid our fields, gnawing on anything they can get their grubby little paws on. They don't seem threatening exactly, but they're extremely nimble. We've tried many times to capture them over the course of the last several nights, but to no avail. Sounds like a pretty strange bunch of creatures if you ask me. Since they only appear under the cover of night, we'll have to wait for it to get dark. Then, how about taking a load off until then? I assume you'll be joining us for dinner, right? You said the magic word. You bet I will. I'm a huge fan of your cooking, Mrs. Purzel, so I can't wait. You sure know how to please a woman who spends a lot of time toiling in the kitchen. And for that, I'll whip you up something special that'll live up to your expectations. Hello, it is now slumber party time. Joshua's just playing with the kids. We get to gossip. Oh, that was delicious. Your mom's cooking is as good as ever, Tio. That's because she gets excited to cook whenever we have guests over for meals. I feel really bad for Joshua, though, with the little ones jumping all over him like that. It's probably a good thing. Surprisingly enough, kids tend to latch onto him a lot. If anything, I'm more blown away by the fact that the children enjoy playing with such a stick in the mud. I think that's a bit of an over-exaggeration, don't you? He's definitely courteous and maybe a tad reserved, but if you get to know him, he's really a caring young man. The fact that he's not self-conscious about it, too, gives him points in my book. You really think so? Think about it. With those striking facial features, mysterious ember eyes, and lush black hair, it's only natural that he'd be a target for all the young girls. Is Joshua really that popular? Are you blind, Estelle? Rumor has it that more than just a few girls have asked him to go out with them. I hear he turned them all down, though. I had no idea. Joshua never said a word to me about it. I don't even know how I should begin to describe his secretive nature about after hearing this, but how utterly cruel of him not to confide in me. If you were a boy, I imagine it would be a different story, but as a girl, I don't think there's something he'd want to talk to you about. And the fact that you still and the fact that you haven't fallen for him yourself is beyond me. Huh? Why would I? Estelle, you in there? You're in there, aren't you? It's about time to do our rounds. Alright, I'm coming. I'll be back after Joshua and I get the job done, Tio. I'd like to continue this conversation then, okay? Oh, alright. Be careful out there, Estelle. That girl, she's either completely out of touch with the matters of the heart or just plain dense. Poor Joshua, he really has his work cut out for him. It seems as though the monsters always show up at about this time. We'd better get outside and take a look around. What's going on, Estelle? I gotta ask, Joshua. You don't happen to have any secrets you're not telling me about, do you? Come on now. Where are you coming up with this stuff? Since you came to live with us, we've always done everything together, right? Even though we've had our fair share of fights, they're all good memories for me now, and what I mean to say is, I've come to think of you as family in every sense of the word. Estelle. So if there's ever anything on your mind you'd like to talk about, I'm available to lend an ear. You know, about things like trouble with your love life and whatnot. What are you trying to say? Nothing. I just wanted to let you know that I'm here to listen if you need someone to talk to. That's all. Let's hurry up and get out of here so we can kick some monster butt. Bye-bye. What kind of nonsense is Teal putting in that girl's head? Secrets, huh? Wow, it's really dark out here in the countryside. So, Joshua, how do you think we should go about making the rounds? Let's see. How about we start by checking around the house first and then move on the field, stable, and the greenhouses? We should be able to cover the entire farm by doing it this way. Alright, let's go! I see. Thank you, Mr. Cow. No monsters here. Alright, let's keep moving. Let me double check something real quick. Alright. Okay. Alright. Okay. Alright. Okay. Alright. Okay. Alright. Okay. Alright. Just an endless echo. Just an endless echo. Okay, there we go. I don't think there's an echo happening anymore, just a quick check. Okay. It's awfully quiet. All I can hear are the bugs chirping. It doesn't look as if they've shown up yet. I wonder if they're aware of our presence. Hey, Joshua, did anyone ever tell you the story about tell you that story as a kid? You know, the one about babies being born in a cabbage patch. Now there's another question entirely out of the blue. And no, I was told about an angel with silver wings who delivers them. Interesting. So the explanation for babies differs from depending on the region, huh? How about we get back to work? Oh, okay. Let's see here. I should have figured monsters wouldn't bother coming in here. The glow of the orb would sure give this place a romantic ambience. It makes me feel like it was all worthwhile just setting foot in here. You're definitely a dit, Estelle. At least it's better than being dense like someone I know. Psst, look! Looks more like a raccoon than a cat. Meow. Oh, there it goes. It's getting away. Hey, get back here, you little furball. I can still sense its presence. It's staying put on the farm for the moment. Well, good, because it's about to get caught. Let's catch ourselves a weird raccoon monster. Where'd it go? Where are you hiding? Did you run into the fields? Feels like that's the most... Yep, there we are. I got him! I think it's time to teach this critter a lesson. Here's where our job really starts, so stay alert and don't let your guard down. Yo, that one's way bigger than the others. Alright. Alright, well. I think...
Let's do this!
take out the big one first. If you'll actually deal enough damage in one shot, Joshua. I figured. Just my luck. Alright, how fast will your fire go off? I want to take you out. 80. He's playing dead. Stop healing. I think I just gotta. I'm just gonna S-craft him.
Here I
I don't want to just deal with him healing over. You little. Are you just trying to escape? Stop eating the crops right in front of me. There we go. Just one more. The one that just keeps running away. There we go. Oh my goodness. Just take that. Just take the weapon. There you go.
We're good to go.
Alright, potatoes. I feel like we just took the potatoes from the yard. It squeaked. They were actually dog toys all along. My goodness, the work of a bracer is something else. You kids have done a fine job rounding up these critters. It was nothing, really. I want to ask you, though, now that they've been caught, what do you plan to do with them? I don't really think they'll cause any more trouble. Do we really have to exterminate them? Now that we've given these critters a good thrashing, I don't think they'll cause any more trouble. Estelle, how's that going to benefit anyone if we show these creatures any mercy now? We're here to do a job by exterminating the monsters, remember? But... In any case, we're here to do a job in Dad's place. If the same thing happens again, what would you have to say for yourself? I see what you're getting at, but... You know, there's only some vegetables that were damaged, so... What do you think about letting it slide this time? You know, after taking a beating like that, I'm sure they've learned their lesson. Tio, Mrs. Purcell. But in this case, I strongly suggest otherwise. I myself am against killing them too. Whether it's us or them, the fact of the matter is, we are all living beings trying to survive on the same land. To some degree, I think that we need to be mindful of those creatures living around us as we go about our daily lives. I know you may disagree with me, Joshua, but would you mind sparing these critters just for this once? Understood. Since this is coming from the one who suffered the actual loss, I won't object to your request. I'm really sorry about this, Joshua. I know I had you two come all the way up here. I'll make sure to reinforce the fence and devise a way to prevent this from happening again. Then that's that. Alright, you critters, you better count your blessings. If we catch you around here again, you won't be so lucky. Now scram! There they go. Well, I'll consider this matter closed. Tonight's been a long night, so how about we head back to the house and hit the sack? The two of you are more than welcome to spend the night. Sounds good to me. I appreciate your hospitality. Spent all day hiking out to the farm and then just kind of chilled out and did our job. Man, I'm beat. It's really late, so how about we just hit the sack? Joshua? What's wrong? I'm sorry. I made the situation really awkward for everyone. Huh? Are you talking about what happened back outside? Don't sweat it. I guarantee nobody thought anything of it. Really, your judgment was the most sound of anyone's. No, it wasn't. I'm just cold-hearted and indifferent is all. Even now, I still think we shouldn't have shown any mercy and simply put those creatures out of their misery. Unlike you and Tio, I don't feel any compassion. It's at times like this that I really begin to loathe myself. It's almost as if there's something wrong with me as a person. Maybe some part of my heart is broken or something. Joshua, don't you dare say things like that about yourself. Estelle? I've watched almost everything you've done for the past 5 years, and I'm confident in saying that I know your strengths and weaknesses better than anyone else. Probably even more than you yourself. I won't allow you to just disregard everything with a bunch of nonsense. I don't ever want to hear you say you're broken again. I'm sorry. It was foolish of me to say that. As long as you understand what I said, that's what really matters. But you know what? Believe it or not, I was really happy to hear you admit how you felt. Why? Your real problem, Joshua, is that you always try to keep your feelings locked up inside. Whenever you're troubled or worried, you just go around with this nonchalant look and try to fix everything by yourself. That's a little upsetting for someone who's supposed to be your family. Estelle, Joshua, you were able to lay bare your own weakness today. You learned to trust in someone other than yourself. And for that, I'm happy. I don't know what your point is, but I'm amazed that you can just stand there and say something as embarrassing as that. I've got a whole lot more where that came from. But how about we call it a night? After all, this is endless running around. I'm ready to drop. Alright then, have a good night, Estelle. Thanks. You're welcome, Joshua. Sleep tight. Thank you both. You did us all a great service. Once again, I apologize for things not turning out the way they should have. Please don't worry about it anymore. We were able to learn a lot from this experience ourselves. If there's anything else we can help you with in the future, please let the Bracer Guild know. That'll definitely be the first place we contact. Come and visit again when you're free, okay? We'd love to have you over the night again, over for the night again when things are convenient for you. I'll treat you to some of my best cooking next time you come. Thanks for the invitation, Tio and Mrs. Purzel. We'll definitely be back to take you up on that when our workload settles down. Alright, now how about we head back to the guild? After we report this one, we can start on the next. Sounds like a plan. On to the next one. Alright. I think I'm gonna stop here because my throat's starting to hurt. But this is fun. I think my next one, which I'm gonna do, don't you dare. Don't you dare, Bug. You stay away. You stay away. But I think the next stream I'm gonna do, which is tomorrow, or I guess technically today because it's past midnight, but I think I'll probably get started on that Gen 5 Nuzlocke and just kind of play it from there. That's mostly just going to be like commentary rather than just like reading off like the story or whatnot, because it's Pokemon. The story is whatever, but yeah. So this is this is fun. I'm Ryder, and hope to see you guys next time.